إيش غرابة هالشيء لدولة كاملة؟ وهنا نتكلم عن دولتين إنهم يفقدون الكهرباء كذا على هالمستوى. هذا شيء نادر جدا. مساكم الله بالخير. الشبكة الوطنية في البرتغال يقول إن ظاهرة جوية نادرة هي السبب وراء انقطاع الكهرباء الكبير اللي أثر على أجزاء واسعة من البلد وإسبانيا بعد. ومن العاصمة الإسبانية مدريد تظهر فوضى عند التقاطعات بسبب توقف إشارات المرور. تخبرنا أكثر عن اللي نعرفه لحد الآن عن سبب كل هذا؟ وش السبب؟ هذا مثير للاهتمام. ننتظر تصريح رسمي من مشغلي الشبكة في إسبانيا والبرتغال عن السبب. هنا سبب مختصر، مصطلح تقني يسمونه التذبذب، شيء متعلق بجهد الشبكة أو التردد اللي سبب الانقطاع الواسع. صراحة ما عندنا معلومات كثيرة لحد الآن، وسمعنا إنه بدري نعرف السبب. أذكره هو المرونة، القدرة على التعافي، لأنه أكيد بيكون في مفاجآت غير سارة في طريقنا. What we call the black swans, the unpleasant surprises which will come in our way. طيب، تم إيقاف مباراتي في بطولة مدريد المفتوحة، مما اضطر لوقف اللعب بين غريغور ديمتروف وجاكوب فيرنلي. انطفأت لوحات النتائج وفقدت بعض الكاميرات الكهرباء. طيب، هذه محطة في لشبونة حيث انقطع التيار، وطبعا صار ظلام تحت الأرض. الشرطة البرتغالية تقول إن المترو انسكر في لشبونة وبورتو بعد. المدن المتأثرة هي مدريد، برشلونة، فالنسيا وإشبيلية في إسبانيا، ولشبونة، فارو وبورتو في البرتغال. أندورا وبعض مناطق فرنسا تأثرت بعد. خلنا نستدعي محرر العلوم والتكنولوجيا توم كلارك لمزيد من المعلومات. توم، أهلا بك. حلو إنك هنا، لأن في كلمات محتاجين تشرحها لنا. التذبذبات الغريبة أدت لظاهرة تسمى الاهتزاز الجوي المستحث. هالمصطلح شوي معقد، صح؟ وأعتقد إنه لازم نحط في بالنا الحين إن هالمعلومات جاية من شركة الكهرباء البرتغالية. ما أكدتها السلطات الإسبانية لسه، وبقول إنه في هالمرحلة مو مرجح إنه حادث واحد تسبب في انهيار الشبكة، لكن يمكن أكثر من شيء راح غلط.
How many people have been affected, but you were just listing some of Europe's largest cities there across Spain and Portugal. This is quite possibly the largest outage we've seen in Europe, maybe not in history, but certainly for a very long time. And things like that don't happen for no reason. And these grids are engineered to be as reliable and dependable as possible, because there are, and I think we take them for granted while they're working, we don't realise just how much of a kind of plate spinning act keeping a large grid system, and this is a very large grid system that Spain operates across the whole of the Iberian Peninsula, some of it connected to, as you were saying there, directly to Portugal, also interconnects us to part of France, and it also supplies all of Spain's island nations as well, around the mainland Spain. It's a very, very large grid. And this is about a grid operator's worst nightmare. Not quite the worst, because what we saw at about 12:30 Spanish time was about half, based on their sort of power demand, disappear from the grid.
So when we delve into the data, we're not seeing anything obvious. So really, we are waiting for the grid operators to tell us more about what caused it.
Okay, got it. In terms of the efforts to restore the network, could the possibility of a cyber attack be, delaying efforts to restore the network, or are they making good progress on that front?
That is starting to happen slowly. We've seen some areas in Spain coming back, but it's clear already that it's going to take quite a long time. In Portugal, they seem to be more pessimistic about the amount of time that it will take to return to normality. But the Portuguese have ruled out a cyber attack, so we don't think that that's the cause anymore. But that's obviously where everyone's mind goes immediately. But it's caused complete disruption to everything no internet, no phone signal. Everybody's been sent home. They're all sitting at home, and we know that the sun is fading. So all throughout today, solar has been providing some of the power that was still available in Spain, and that's going to be going dark soon. So the grid operators are really racing against time to try to get some of the bigger power stations up and running so that they can, start getting everybody back onto the grid for this evening.
Many without any information anywhere across the country.
I'm very cut off at the moment. I'm on the 13th floor. I'm getting very little information other than what little I can see through the Spanish web pages, because as well as obviously losing Wi-Fi, the cellular network, I don't know how well you can hear me at the moment, but the cellular network has been very sketchy.
And across Spain, queues for buses like these travellers in Barcelona, told not to drive unless it's necessary.
Limit your movements, stay where you are, keep traffic lanes free, and if the emergency services don't pick up your call, head straight to the police and fire station so we can try and resolve things as soon as possible and to be able to get to all the emergencies that are happening.
There's been a similar clampdown on travel in Portugal too. The barriers to their underground stations closed. The last passengers inside recording this. An empty station, apart from a few needing torchlight.